Hi guys, welcome back to another episode of my York City FIFA 13 career. We are going to start our EuroLeague campaign in this episode with a game against Red Bull Salzburg. And once again, congratulations to EA for some great scripting and great knowledge of the game. 2 games in 3 days. In fact, we've got I thought I saw a Capital One Cup game coming up, so is that going to be 3 games in 6 days? We'll have a quick look at the calendar. Yeah, so Thursday, Friday, Saturday, and then Sunday, Monday off, and a game Tuesday. Wow. Thanks. Absolutely brilliant. Fantastic. Love that. Okay, let's quickly check the squad out ahead of this Europa League game. Form is looking okay. Muriel and Welbeck will keep them there with Canteros. Baker, Welbeck, Bueno Fuentes. Yeah, midfield's looking okay. Bench is not looking too bad, so we'll keep it as it is for now. Yeah, we'll keep Miombe there for now. Can he just play left or can he play right as well? No, he can just play left. So we'll just keep it like that for now, and we will look to get this game against Red Bull Salzburg underway as soon as we can. I'll have a quick look, see if I can know any of their team. Let's have a quick look. Didn't seem to. There's no one there really that springs to mind. No. Alan, potentially he could be the main danger. It looks like Salzburg tried to qualify for the Champions League and got beat by Olympiacos. That's like 5-1 on aggregate, so that's not the greatest start for them trying to get into Europe. Right, we'll have one go with this little skill. Straight in, there we go. Right, so let's get this Europa League game underway. York City in Europe. Who'd have thought it? Well, you never know. Someone might win the lottery and plough loads of money into them, maybe by 2018. But I highly doubt that. Go on then. Go on then, Muriel. Use your speed. Shoot. Oh, it's poor. Should have cut back, but we've got a corner from it. Do I really want Bueno Fuentes? I could do with... Let's have a quick look. Gander. I'll go with Canteros, have a right footer swinging it in. Get on the head, shoot. God damn it. Cross it in. Thank you. Get on it. Oh, come on. Piece of shit. So guys, obviously this episode's coming to you on Thursday, and the Europa League final was last night. Unfortunately, I'm recording this before the Europa League final, so I don't know who the winner is. Hopefully it was an entertaining game. I will be having a little cheeky bet on the game, maybe on overs on the goals. Obviously last night was 2 Premier League games. Man City won 2-0, and Wigan unfortunately got relegated, got beat 4-1. Yeah, it was get this bloody ball out. Christ, that should have been paid for that. Yeah, Wigan last night were a bit. I wouldn't really say poor. They did quite well. I mean, to get it back to 1-1, and then you could definitely see they were trying to go for it. Obviously, they needed to get a win to put pressure on going to the final game. But it was one of those. I just think there was too much for them to do. Maybe, yes, get in. Muriel with a header. Maybe if there was if the pressure wasn't on Wigan, if they hadn't have won the FA Cup, then they may not have exerted themselves too much, obviously. And you don't know. It's all ifs and buts really with that. But obviously the only thing to really play for now in the final game of the season in terms of anyone is Arsenal and Spurs. And I don't know if what I've read quite right, but obviously I think Newcastle are basically they're now safe, aren't they? So their season's over with. They're going to be potentially shit. Berisha. Newcastle are going to potentially be on holiday already, so you'd think Arsenal will win that one, which then means obviously Spurs will finish 5th regardless. That's a shocking pass. So yes, so obviously Spurs will finish 5th, Arsenal will finish 4th. Chelsea, you wonder how they'll get on in their final game. They may, obviously, they don't have to really worry about that. Obviously, it's Rafa's last game in charge. They've got the Europa League final tonight. That's their main, and you think that's their highest priority. As I'm aware, Eden Hazard is definitely out. If I read that report right, I only caught a glimpse of it on Twitter earlier today. It did say Eden Hazard. I'm sure it said Eden Hazard was out. Oh my God, Christ. Berisha again. What the hell is going on? We are just not defending. Yeah. Chelsea tonight is a real interesting one. Obviously, I've given most of my thoughts on that already. I think Eden Hazard is going to be a massive miss for them. John Terry, if he plays, maybe not. Obviously, they've got David Luiz. They can play at the back with Cahill, but you don't know whether David Luiz is going to be potentially used in midfield. You think there is that option for them to use him in midfield? It all depends who is going to be played in midfield. Obviously, there's Ramirez, Mata, Lampard. I mean, the really interesting one is who's going to play up front. Is it just going to be Torres? Is it just going to be Bar? Is it going to be the pair of them? With Hazard being out, you don't know if they're going to go, say, to a 4-4-2. It's interesting one to see. Moses has started to play recently, and he's been playing quite well in patches, but that's all I've found for him, really. So, obviously not doing too well in our first outing in Europe. 2-1 down after being 1-0 up. Not the greatest start. Had high hopes when we went 1-0 up. Oh, Christ, we're just not finding a thing. We're unbalanced. Let's go attacking. We've got the attacking players in midfield to it. I'm just slightly concerned is, and it wasn't concerns I did have when Guillermo Silva was sold, is we've got no one really defensive with a high defensive work rate in midfield. Our all ours are either low or medium. So we'll check the scores out at full time. But right, let's go on counter attack as well. See if we can hit them on the break. Oh, someone make a move. Oh, Jesus. I'm trying to rack my brain as to remember who I actually put on the bench as to who we could bring in, and who we can bring on that's going to sort of change the game for us. You might have to just change the strikers, but that's realistic. I need another midfielder. That's it, good ball, go on. Go on to Chilio, shoot. Oh, side netting. Bloody hell. Okay then, so maybe time to make a substitution or two in a couple of minutes. We'll just have to see how we get on. Obviously, the Premier League is my main focus. Out of the cup competitions, this is the one I would like to win, but if we're playing like this, and it's hard to see and figure out who is actually going to be our main threat in this group. I'm assuming with us being the team that we are going to be one of the favourites to qualify. Oh, good tackle. We're going to be one of the favourites to qualify from our group. You don't know whether it is Salzburg, who are the other threat. I'm not too sure about Hearts. You see, obviously not. Then again, I'm not too sure about any of the teams. I have to see how the other result goes in our group for this first game. Hopefully, we can claw back a draw at least. Oh Christ! I should have been on target. Right, time to make some changes in a couple of minutes, I think. Yeah, need to see who is. If we lose, you see, hopefully the other game's a draw, so we're not, say, 3 points behind anyone. after the first game. We could obviously, I'd really ideally love to get a draw in this game. And it is going to be time to make a couple of changes, I think, in a minute. Can bring Taylor on, definitely. Maybe Miombe in midfield. Right, there we go. Time to make a couple of changes. Wow. Yeah, Baker will bring Miombe on. Taylor, Canteros, Muriel. Didn't mean to do it right. Let's going to check these two out. Sun and right. Let's have a quick look. Sprint speed, Sun, acceleration. Yeah, it's Sun. I want to bring on. Definitely. He's got more pace, and that's what we're going to need. Right, Convoy and Fuentes. Let's have a good cross. Who's in the middle? Two players. Oh, that was shocking. Baker, why weren't you trying to cover at the back? Ah, dear. Spoke about it at the end of last season about changing the formation. Maybe I need to. I'll give it until December, see how we're getting on. Then again, with this formation, we finished 5th last season, so it wasn't as if the formation is that bad. Maybe we just need a defensive midfielder. Go on, he's through. Boom! Oh, bloody hell. Right, time for some changes. Here we go, come on. Oh, it's the one thing I hate is when it takes absolutely forever to change, to make any substitutions, right? And Salzburg are making another one. I don't want Mina Fuentes. We'll have Miombe's right-footed and he's played on the left. You know, we'll keep it as it is then. There we go. Yes. Oh, I thought I'd won that header. Come on then, close him down. Oh, Christ. Yeah, they're just playing keep ball. Nope. Could be a yellow card coming. That's a great ball. Great chance. Oh, the build-up. Great build-up. Stopped here. There we go. Come on, counter-attack. Go on, Miombe, use your pace. He can cross it now. There we go. Got to just remember then at the last minute I was trying to cross that ball in with Miombe, the fact that he's right-footed. Yes! Oh, Christ. I thought that was in. Yeah, you got to remember that Miombe's right-footed. I'm sure he's only got 2-star weak foot as well, so his crosses aren't going to be the greatest if I try and cross it in with his left foot. I'm slightly worrying. I may have to rethink my plan to use him if he is actually right-footed. Come on, Taylor. Come on, Taylor. You've normally got a good shot on you. Ah, that was shocking. There we go. Oh, is that full time? Is that an offside? Nope, that's full time. Well, not the start we wanted. Ah, dear. Absolute poor performance. Muriel with an 8.4 rating. Right. Who else is in our group? It's Hearts. I think it's Hearts and Stade Rennais, isn't it? 2-2. I'm sure that's our one. It's Red Bull Salzburg who have claimed victory in this match. Right, I just want to check. Actually, I can go to calendar and check, can't I? Because it'll be our... Yeah, it is Hearts. So that's a 2-2 draw was that one. So, it's not too bad. Right, a game coming up in a day's time against Sunderland. A must-win game. And then it's going to be, I think, definitely the reserves for the game against QPR. Right, squad. Let's have a quick look. Fabinho, I definitely think is going to come in. Medeiros, Fahir and Mayer. Midfield, Taylor. Hames can come in. keep Welbeck and Bueno Fuentes. We'll go with Son. Have I got any other fully fit? Yeah, Son and Soriano up front. Bench. Luis Godan can come onto the bench. We'll get rid of Canteros, give him a full break. May use him in the next game. Lemaire. Gutierrez, no. Jean Medeiros is having a break. Hoffler. I've got all these players. I just wish I could let some of them go out on loan. It's just so frustrating that you can't not force players to go out on loan, but have your players go out on loan. A parent club where you could send them to. But I know it's not what the FIFA 13 the manager mode is about. Right, Sunderland unbeaten in their last 3. And it's a 2-2 draw. Taylor and Soriano with the goals, and I believe that's Harry Kane with the 2 goals. But Man City lost. See on the right hand side, lost to Arsenal. 2-0 that looks like. So I didn't see who was below us in the table. Are we top? I can't tell. Let's have a quick look at season stats, club competitions, BPL, league table. We are by 1 point from Arsenal. Well, it's not too bad. Right, a QPR in... No, QPR got relegated last season, so... I definitely think it's going to be a weakened team. Again, coming up against Everton in a few days after. I'll make that one the last in this episode, I think. Yeah, I definitely think that's the way to go. Right, squad, team management, here we go. Probably wholesale changes, I think, for this one. Definitely give Cruz a game. We'll keep Fabinho in there. Perez Alonso, yep. And we'll give Garay a game. Yeah, we'll give Shorey a game. Baker, yeah, we'll give Baker a game. We'll keep Son and Soriano up front. And we'll give Muriel and Welbeck a break. And then we will get this game next match. Here we go. Sim match. Right, so QPR in the Capital One Cup beat Huddersfield 1-0 and Bristol Rovers 3-2. Junior Hoyler is injured. Diakate, Tarabat, Joe. Wow, it's a great team they've got if they're in the Championship. And 1-0, Bruno Andrade. Tarabat missed a penalty. I know it's Tarabt, but if you watch Matt Denton's videos on YouTube, you'll understand why it's Tarabat. York City selection pleasing Baker. Well, he is one of my best midfielders for the time being. Obviously, the transfer targets we had in August are still going to be available, hopefully, in January. Especially some of them, as contracts will be running down to the final few months, so we may be able to pick them up for even cheaper still. Right, reminder for quickly. Manchester's meet Ecuador for the international friendly match on October the 6th. Right. I'm going to remember that one of our central defenders is knackered and out for 6 months. So, nothing much we can do there. But, let's get back. Wow, form and morale is shocking for a few players. Right, this is my proper back to full strength team. Lazarevic. Hiramayer. Heading accuracy. Marking. Well, Hiramayer is definitely a lot better, so he can go in there. Shorey, have you out for D'Souza Silva? Bueno Fuentes. Nana Welbeck. Actually, I want to check the footedness of these. Nana Welbeck on the right. Bueno Fuentes. Baker. High attacking, low defensive. Medium attacking, low defensive. Medium, so I want Welbeck in the middle. Baker's right. Bueno Fuentes is left. Right, so I'll swap them round. So it's Bueno Fuentes cutting in from the left. Yeah. Right. Muriel. And where's Welbeck? There he is. Form is looking moderate. The only one is Fraser Forster, but we can't really do much with that right now. Next match. Oh, actually, check the bench. Make sure everything is looking okay. Because obviously, we swapped a few players. There you go, Canteros. So you definitely want him. Swapping for Soriano. Go down. Yeah, swap you for Lemaire. Miombe. Yeah, that'll do. 5 strikers. Obviously, Escobar's out on loan, so I may need to look to sell a striker in the January transfer window. But it's going to be a case of we'll just have to see who I'm not really playing, who's not really scoring, and go for it that way rather than anyone in particular. Obviously, Welbeck and Muriel are 2 I think I definitely want to keep. Soriano's meant to be 1 for the future. It could be Canteros, he's highly valued, but he's meant to be brilliant. Wow, 3-0 win for Everton. Bidwell, Gueye and Gibson with the goals. Pretty poor result. Man City won 3-0, so that's probably them back top of the table. Taylor needs to recapture form. Damn right he does. Star Welbeck poses question for manager. Nana Welbeck is in a rut and there's no sign of his fortunes turning around. Right guys, I'll call it a day there. Pretty gutted about that last defeat. I'd hoped we would have done better and put some pressure on everyone else and gone a few points clear in the league. Quickly check the league table out, see how far we've dropped down. Okay, so we've dropped down to 4th, only 2 points behind, but it's not where we want to be. It's our first loss of the season as well. See, that's the worrying thing they see. We've scored 12 but conceded 12 goals against. There's only 2 other teams who have conceded either more or the same. Wigan have conceded 12 and Norwich conceded 14. Yes, we've scored 12, which is the second highest. Well, that's the worrying thing, is we're conceding goals for fun. Okay, something we may need to address in the next episode. Maybe our central defensive pairing aren't the greatest. I'll have a quick look at that. Well, guys, I shall call it a day there, and I'll be back with you in the next episode for more EuroLeague action. Thanks for watching. Cheers.